calling case number 2405-855001. People of the state of Michigan versus Calvin Wynn III. Defendant is charged in count 1, operating while intoxicated, causing death. Count 2, reckless driving, causing death. Defendant has a habitual offender, third offense notice, and a felony commission with the motor vehicle adult advisory. Here's please.
And good morning, Your Honor. May it please this most honorable court, Attorney Brian J. Craigo, P number 74568, appearing on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. If it pleases the court, Attorney Andrea Fanning, P 42853, appearing with my client, Mr. Calvin Wynn, who appears to be present. The jail is here. I don't know if they want to unmute and Mr. Wynn can state his name. If not, I'm prepared to waive his appearance.
Your Honor, good morning. We do have Mr. Wynn. If you could give us 2 seconds, we had a little situation.
That's fine.
Okay, one moment.
Thank you. And while we're waiting, Your Honor, we're just going to ask that this matter be set for exam.
Okay, Madam Clerk, do we have an exam date?
Yes, I have August 27th at 10 a.m.
Ooh, let me see. Can we do it on the 29th? I don't know, the 27th.
The 29th, I have 11 a.m.
11 a.m. on the 29th is great.
Okay.
That date works for the people.
Okay. Just inform your client of the date. The exam will be scheduled for August 29th at 11 a.m.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, Your Honor. Good to see you. Bye.
Thank
All
you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
Ms. Fanning,
Yes.
I found out at the end of the summer term, we had an intern from Beta Ada that was with us all summer.
Okay, very good. Very good.
I'll send you her information. She was great, by the way.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
No
Have a
problem.
good one. Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Anyone else ready for their PCC?
Yeah, I think we are ready for an adjournment. I don't think time is going to be here.
And who are you on, sir?
I am Rashad Gilmore. This is actually a preliminary exam that's scheduled for Friday.
And let me print out register so we can call them.
Okay. Mr. Davis, are you ready on your case?
And ready to call Rika. Calling case number 2405-868601. People of the state of Michigan versus Rika Gilmore. Defendant is charged in count 1, assault with intent to murder. Count 2, assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder. Count 3, assault with a dangerous weapon. Counts 4, 5, and 6, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 7, domestic violence.
Good morning, I'm Shelley Dream for the people, P number 60249.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. Neighborhood Defender Services, by Ken, P82125 on behalf of Mr. Rashad Gilmore.
Okay. Counsel?
Your Honor, thank you, Your Honor. I actually contacted Mr. Riggins yesterday after I spoke with the complainant's grandmother. And from information that she gave me, I spoke with Mr. Riggins and told him that I wanted to address this issue in front of the court about the exam that is set for this Friday. I'm going to be asking for an adjournment for the following reason. The allegation in this case is that the complainant was shot several times. As a result of being shot, she is still in the hospital. She has been receiving treatment. She is currently I can go into as much detail as the court wants, but she is paralyzed, currently paralyzed from the waist down.
Madam Prosecutor, you're saying that the complaining witness is still in the hospital from being shot?
She is,
I don't need any more medical information. Okay, Mr. Riggs?
Based on her representation, I think that would be good cause for any adjournment.
Okay. Do you have a proposed date?
Your Honor, I would ask for possibly 1 week from this Friday. If possible, they are working towards getting a specific brace for her so that she will be able to be in a wheelchair with the appropriate brace to be able to come to the courtroom.
Okay.
And
Right.
that would be the 30th, and the 30th is a good day for me.
What about 11 a.m.?
That time works.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Review on Mr. Davis.
Mr. Davis, are you ready?
Good morning. Yes, I am John Harris.
You are, okay. Call me. Case number 2105-624001, people of the state of Michigan versus John Harris III. Defendant is charged in count 1, criminal sexual conduct, first degree. Count 2, home invasion, first degree. Count 3, criminal sexual conduct, fourth degree. Count 4, domestic violence. Defendant has a habitual offender, second offense notice. Harris.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drake, the people, P number 60249.
Is your,
Good morning, Your Honor. Maurice Davis, P 76203. I know my client sent me a screenshot. I believe he's in the waiting room.
Madam Clerk?
Yes. Letting him in. Connecting to audio. John Harris.
Are you turn your video and your audio on, Mr. Harris?
All right, state your name, Mr. Harris.
John Henry Harris III.
All right, Judge, I'm just asking for an exam date.
Okay. Is there an agreed upon date?
No, there isn't.
Okay. Madam Clerk?
I have Friday, August 30th at 10:30.
You have anything Thursday?
Friday.
Yep.
No,
This is Thursday.
Thursday is homicide day.
Okay. Thursday. That's the first available day because I have a conflict on my schedule that on Friday. There's no way we can make an exception for Thursday.
Not Thursday at all.
No, the prosecutor's not there then. When is the next day where this type of case can be heard?
We can do, the next day will be Wednesday, September 4th.
No, we can stick with the Friday. I'll make it work.
Okay. August 30th, 10:30 a.m. All bond conditions continue.
Okay, and Madam Prosecutor's heads up, the victim in this case was murdered, and your office prosecuted the murderer. So my client's child's mom and the child were both murdered. It was a high profile case. If you have any questions, just call me about it. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. All right. See you guys on August 30th.
Okay, see you.
Mr. Wallace, are you ready?
I am.
And you're on Anthony Harris.
I am.
Madam Clerk and Mr. Harris, I was retained last night and my name is Arnie Weiner. I was retained last night for Mr. Anthony Harris. And I haven't had a chance to get to the office or file any appearance. Just want to let the court know that. And I apologize for this late date, but so.
Where is Mr. Harris?
Mr. Harris is in jail at the Wayne County Jail. I can always waive his appearance. And if counsel will give me his name, I could send in the stip in order once I get for substitution. Would that be okay?
Looks
It's fine with me.
Looks like Anthony Harris is coming in. Sir,
Okay.
Sir, state your name for the record.
Anthony Harris.
Mr. Harris, you recently retained counsel, Mr. Weiner.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Wallace, thank you for appearing. We will now substitute Mr. Weiner in.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Judge. Good to see you.
Good to see you also. All right. As for the PCC,
Judge, would I just like, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Yeah, I have to get the discovery and I just like to set this down. Well, I don't want to waste the court's time.
We'll adjourn the PCC. We're just retained. So, Ethan, we'll say, excuse me, Madam Clerk, we'll say good day to adjourn the PCC too.
Judge, we didn't call it yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Call the case.
Okay, call the case number 2405-880701. People say Michigan versus Anthony Harris. Defendant is charged in count 1, home invasion, first degree. Count 2, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. Count 3, domestic violence, second offense notice. Defendant has a habitual offender, second offense notice appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drake of the People, P number 60249.
And Arnold Weiner, P22104 on behalf of Mr. Harris. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Yeah, as indicated, I've just been retained. I will have to get the discovery and we just need a short adjournment and then, so I would appreciate that. And I will waive the 21-day rule. I've discussed that with Mr. Harris prior to this.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Madam Clerk, a new date?
Adjourn PCC on August 30th at 8:30.
Let me check my calendar, please. Oh, yes. Friday, that's coming up Friday, August
30th.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
And will that be on Zoom also, Judge?
Yes.
Yes. And at the same courtroom, the same
Yes.
Zoom number?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Make sure you file your appearance, Mr. Weiner.
I will this afternoon, Judge. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Harris, we'll see you next Friday at 8:30.
All right.
Attorney Mihana, are you there?
I am. Good morning.
You're on Asbury.
Yes, ma'am.
Calling case number 2405-880501. People of the state of Michigan versus Antonia Asbury. Defendant is charged in count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon. Count 2, domestic violence. Defendant has a habitual offender, second offense notice. Harrison, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drake of the People, P number 60249.
Good morning, Your Honor. Najad Mehana appearing on behalf of Mr. Asbury, P59371.
Okay.
Your Honor, respectfully, I think Mr. Asbury should be on.
Madam Clerk.
If he's
Letting him in.
I'm sorry.
He's joining.
Man now.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Asking to unmute.
Okay.
Mr.
Mr. Asbury,
Asbury?
please unmute
Oh,
and start your video, please.
Yeah,
Okay, state your name for the record.
Antonio Lamar Asbury.
Start your video, please. Thank you. Are there any preliminary matters?
No, Judge, just respect requesting this matter be set for a preliminary examination.
Exam date, Madam Clerk.
We can do this one August 28th at 10:15.
1 second, please. The 28th.
Yes,
And
at 10:15.
do you have anything, do you have like at 11:30 at all?
No, we already have something set at 11:30. Something in noon, no.
Okay, let's do 10:15. That's fine.
August 28th and 15.
And that's in person, Mr. Asbury. You have to come to 36.
Okay, what day is that on?
The 28th,
'Cause you know-
which is Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Okay, that's fine, because I got dialysis on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Okay.
Okay.
Wednesday,
All right.
Wednesday at,
10:15.
okay, I'll be there.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right.
Well,
See out. Calling case number 2405-879101. People of the state of Michigan versus Keyshawn Carter. Defendant is charged in count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon. Count 2, weapons felony firearm. Count 3, domestic violence. Count 4, weapons, firearms, reckless use. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
Judge, good morning to you and your staff. Lillian Diallo, P52036, on behalf of Mr. Carter, who is present via Zoom technology with consent.
State your name, Mr. Carter.
Keyshawn Carter.
Ms. Diallo.
So Judge, at this time, I'm going to have to withdraw from the representation of Mr. Carter. There is a conflict. He understands the conflict that I have, so it'll have to be reassigned. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, well, Madam Clerk, please seek a spot appointment. Well, Ms. Drain, any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Diallo, thank you, and you're excused.
Thank you, Judge. It's good to see you. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.
Madam Clerk,
Yes, sir.
should Mr. Carter stay around until you have an attorney? How long before you'll have an attorney?
So I'm calling him on the phone now, depending on how long it takes them to get one.
Okay,
So you want to set it over till tomorrow?
yes, Mr. Carter, give him a time for tomorrow, please.
All right, 16, 2, 4, 7, 6, 8, 10. Yes. So we want to set it PCC for tomorrow. And people judge King. So, thank you. All right. We ready to work, sir?
What's wrong?
Mr. Carter, you can zoom back in tomorrow morning
What time?
at 8:30.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. Carter.
Huh? Okay.
Said see you in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you that because you're an attorney, you can't talk.
I mean, that's the judge.
What'd you say?
That's the judge on the phone.
Just keep. Okay. Okay. Ready, Ms. Strike? Judge, you ready for me to call the case?
Yes.
Calling case number 2405-862401. People of the state of Michigan versus Darius Turk. Defendant is charged in count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon. Count 2, weapons felony firearm. Count 3, domestic violence. Appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
Hey, good morning, Brian Brown, P 80560, appearing on behalf of Mr. Darius Turk, who is present. Mr. Turk, please state your name and the record. Darius Turk.
Okay. Are there any preliminary matters?
No, Judge.
No.
Okay. Call your first witness.
Thank you. At this time, the people will call Ms. Dominique White.
Okay, raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Okay, you take a seat. Yeah, ma'am.
May I proceed?
Yeah, Arnitha, Madam Clerk,
Yes, sir.
please thank you. Move the camera a little more. Yes. Thank you. Yes, please proceed.
Thank you. All right, good morning. Please state your name for the record. Dominique White. All right, Ms. White, I'm going to be asking you some questions today. If there's anything you don't understand or if you want me to repeat it, please let me know, all right? Okay, thank you. Ms. White, I want to bring your attention back to the date of August 1st of this year, 2024. Do you remember that date? Yes, ma'am. Okay, and where were you on that date? I was at home. Where? Okay, where's your home located? 7270 Greenview Avenue. Okay, isn't that in the city of Detroit, in the county of Wayne? Yes, ma'am. Okay, were you alone at your home or was there anyone else with you? No, ma'am, I was with you. Okay, how many people? I was with 3. It was 4 of us total on my porch. Okay.
I'm sorry, I mean to interrupt. Is this?
Child victims advocate.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know you can okay.
All right, proceed.
Continue.
4 people total on our porch. Okay, and are you referring to your front porch or your back porch? My front porch. Who were those people on your front porch? My friends. Okay. You need a name? Right now, we can just say your friends. Okay, and, was it morning, evening? Do you remember the time? It was evening. Okay, and what happened, if anything, while you were on your porch? While I was on my porch, Darius had rode past my house. Okay, let me just stop you right there. You said Darius rode by your house, is that right? Right. Okay, what is Darius's last name? Turk. How do you know Darius Turk? We dated. Wow. Okay, a while ago, you said. So you weren't in a relationship on this date, is that right? No, we haven't been in a relationship since December, but we still were messing around. Okay, all right, and do you see Darius Turk in the courtroom here today? Yeah. Could you indicate where he is and what he's wearing today? He's sitting at the front table, he has on a black shirt. I think so. Thank you. Your Honor, please let this record reflect that this witness has identified the defendant, Darius Turk.
The record will reflect.
All right, you indicated that you saw Darius drive by, is that right? Correct. And what did you think when you saw him drive by? Well, when I saw him drive by, he said something to me, I ignored him. We had been getting into it prior that day. So when he drove by, I ignored him. He proceeded to keep driving up and down the street, irately. I don't know what he was doing. My friend made a comment, let's just go in the house. We were actually getting ready to play hard. I said, let me move my car. Okay, well, let me stop you right there. So one of the first things you said is that when he drove by, he said something to you. Right. Did you hear what he said? Yes. What did he say? He said, where's your brother now? Talk that shit now. And something else of that nature. Okay, and did that mean anything to you? It did. What did it mean to you? Earlier that day, well, not even earlier that day, maybe 45 minutes before that, me and my brother were riding down the street. My brother stopped the car, he asked Darius a simple question. Darius felt like me and my brother were.
Objection to whatever the brother said and to speculation of to how Darius felt about whatever was said.
So are you indicating that there was some?
Excuse me, objection is sustained.
Thank you, Judge. So are you saying that there was some interaction between your brother and Darius? Correct, that was the question. And so what happened after that interaction? After that interaction, me and my brother proceeded to go back to my house. Darius proceeded to text me all type of irate things. I blocked Darius from my phone at 7:59. So I'm not sure what happened between that and the time he pulled up. We were sitting on the porch. Darius rode past the house. Darius left. Darius said nothing. My brother left. After my brother left, a neighbor came inside on the porch. So now it's 4 people on the porch. Me, 2 women, and an old man on my porch. Darius comes back 10, 15 minutes later. That's when he proceeds to say, where's your brother? Go get him now, whatever the case may be. I ignored Darius. Darius pulled off. Darius started driving up and down the street irately. My friend said, let's go in the house, let's play cards. I said, let me move my truck. I parked my truck in the backyard. Okay, and did you park your truck? Yes, as I was pulling my truck in the backyard, I can see Darius's car coming back up fast to the point where when he hits his brake, it makes like a tire screeching noise. So I grabbed my club, I just grabbed the glove, put it to my chest, I get out of my car. And why did you grab your club? Because of the way he jumped out of his car, it was aggressive. He was moving too fast or whatever, and we had just had work. So I grabbed my club, I didn't say anything to him. When I got out of my car, I barely made it to my gate on the side of my house. He saw the club, he said, and I quote, or whatever. He said, oh, bitch, that's what we on. He ran back to his house, to his car. What did that mean to you? I don't know. I didn't say anything to him. I grabbed the club for my protection because of the way he was moving. He said, oh, bitch, that's what we on. He ran back to his car and he produced a firearm. At that point, I took off running to my porch. He took off running full speed behind me. My children were in the house. My daughter was at the door. I couldn't go in the house because my children were there. So I did a full squat, threw my hands up and begged for my life. And he put the gun in my face and told me, bitch, I'll kill you right here where you stand, or your brother not.
At that point, he ran back to his car. That's when I called 911 and I stood on the curb so I can witness where he was going, stay on the same street in between the same two side streets. He rolled back down the street. I went back on my porch. He held his hands out the window like he was still shooting at me. And he proceeded to cross the street. As soon as he crossed the street, when the police were coming, I flagged them and told them, there he is.
Okay. And so when you pointed him out by the police, to the police, what happened after that?
They went down.
Okay, did you see the police make contact
Yes.
with, okay, with Darius Turk?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna back up and ask you a few more specific questions. So you said he ran back to his vehicle and then produced a firearm. That's what you said? Okay, and what kind of firearm was this, if you know?
It was a black gun. It has a beam on it. Don't know what color the beam is. He didn't push the beam, but the beam sits at the bottom of the gun.
Okay, had you ever seen Darius with this gun before?
He had sent me a picture of the gun prior to this happening, right before maybe 7:55 or something like that.
Okay, and by what mode did he send you a picture?
Text message.
Okay, so
Sorry, I didn't get it.
Text message.
So after you received that text message and then you see him with the gun, how do you feel?
I was scared. I thought he was gonna trip on the rock and kill me. I've never had a gun pointed in my face.
Okay, so you said that you were on your front porch.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and did you say you crouched down?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what did he do with the gun?
He pointed it dead in my face and told me that he would shoot me where I stood.
How far away was he from you when he pointed the gun at you?
Less than 2 feet.
Less than 2 feet?
Yes, ma'am.
And where did he point the gun specifically?
In my face.
To your face, okay. Did you say anything?
Whoa, 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 what the fuck, chill. In that manner.
Okay.
Chill, please chill.
And what did he do after that?
That's when he threatened me, and then he backed up and took off running to his car.
Okay. All right, and so you said that everyone else was in the house? Is that-
No, ma'am, everyone was on the porch when it happened.
Everyone else was on the.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and could you say who was on the porch at this time?
My friend Cindy, her husband Ricky, and my friend Jasmine.
Okay,
My neighbor, Jasmine stays 2 miles from me.
okay. Did you see what those three people did when Mr. Turk did that?
When Turk came up running, Jasmine was sitting on the stairs, so she jumped up and was whoa, running, like moving towards the left. I'm not sure what Ricky was doing, but I know Cindy was behind me, begging him, like, please don't.
Objection to whatever Cindy said, that's hearsay.
All right, without stating what that person
Objection
said,
sustained.
can you just describe what that person did?
Beg, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, and what about the third person?
I'm not sure what he.
Okay. Now, when he came up to the porch, was he holding the gun up, if you remember, or was he holding the gun down or something else?
I'm not sure because I was running.
Okay. I have no further questions at this time.
Cross.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, you stated that on the 21st of August, was it August? Or was it? No,
August 1st?
Yeah, August, okay, Monday, I'm sorry, August 1st. You were with your brother earlier?
Correct.
Okay, you were riding with your brother in the car, correct?
Correct.
And you and your brother went past Mr. Turk's house, correct?
Correct.
And when you did that, you held your finger out the window, making a gun gesture.
I never said that.
I didn't say you said it.
No, I never did that.
You never did that?
No.
Okay. Your brother didn't confront Mr. Turk?
No, my brother asked Turk a question.
Okay, and he said he came over to his house,
No.
past his house, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and rolled the window down, right?
No, the windows were already.
So where did he ask this question at? Where were you
We
at?
were in the car, in the middle of the street. We never pulled over. The car was stopped.
Okay, and you rode past Mr. Turk's house when he made this comment, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, yeah, correct.
Okay, and you told your brother to ride past Mr. Turk's house, correct?
No,
Or you just so happened to be in the car with your brother, ride past his house, and your brother just happened to ask a question, right?
no. Me and Turk stay on the same street between the two side streets.
Yes.
The liquor store is past Turk's house.
Okay.
The freeway is my way. I was going to the liquor store. We actually were coming back from the liquor store. I didn't tell my brother to ride past his house. I didn't tell my brother to ask him anything. If you would like to know.
Okay, no, that's enough, that's enough.
Okay.
Your brother didn't ask Mr. Turk what time it was, did he?
No.
Okay, he was asking Mr. Turk a confrontational question, like, you got a problem with me or my sister?
No, sir.
He didn't ask that?
No, sir.
I didn't get your question, something about the sister.
Okay. Your brother asked Mr. Turk, does he have a problem with his sister, which is you, right?
No, sir. And my brother is going to testify when he asks Mr. Turk. So when he testifies, you can ask my brother.
Excuse me, witness, answer the question that's asked. No one asked you about whether he was willing to testify or what your brother, it was simply the question concerned, what did your brother say or ask Mr. Turk? Okay, thank you.
So you were instigating this situation, didn't you?
No, sir.
Or you didn't instigate it?
No, sir.
You didn't speak to your brother about your relationship with Mr. Turk?
Not like that.
But you talked to your brother before about your relationship with Mr. Turk, right?
You might have come up on me to talk about life.
You talk about life, okay? And your life with Mr. Turk was one of those conversations, correct? Okay. And your brother got kind of upset after the conversation.
No, sir.
He wasn't happy after you talked.
My brother was not upset. My brother never raised his voice. My brother simply asked Turk one question. And when Turk didn't answer that question, we pulled off, sir.
Okay, then afterwards, you sent text messages to Mr. Turk like, oh, my brother holds you.
No, sir. No.
You didn't say that?
Turk text me.
Okay, and you told.
And I responded, and then I blocked Mr. Turk at 7:59.
Answer my question. You told Mr. Turk that your brother hold him, right?
I don't recall sending that text.
Oh, you don't recall that?
No, I recall sending a message. Would you like me to say what I recall saying?
No, I want you, ma'am, hold on, Mr. Brown, ma'am, let me say this for the second time. Okay, you're not like testifying or telling or weaving a story that you want to tell. All you can, ma'am, don't talk while I talk, okay? And then if you have a question of me, then you can ask me, so because I want to make sure we're clear. If the question was, did you send a text to Mr. Turk saying that my brother hold you? That's a yes or no question. Did you?
I don't recall. He keeps asking the same question. I don't remember. I don't recall. So I don't want to say no because I don't want to lie on the stand. I don't recall. I haven't looked at these messages in a month. What would you like me to do, sir?
Tell the truth.
I don't recall.
Okay. So you remember how you felt during this time when after your brother asked Mr. Turk, quote unquote, air quotes, a question. You know how you felt about that, right? Okay.
I'm sorry, yes.
Okay. And you know you had a conversation with Mr. Turk afterwards, right?
Yes, we text after that.
And you know yourself as an individual, right?
Correct.
And that's something you would say to Mr. Turk, to rub it in that you felt your brother checked him.
No.
That's
definitely my brother definitely never checked him.
But you said he did.
No, I didn't.
Now you just testified that you feeling nervous. You said that I'm being irate.
I have anxiety.
Okay. Is that the same type of, because you also said that Mr. Turk was irate. I'm just asking you questions. You know, I'm doing my job. So you also made a statement during the wreck that Mr. Turk was driving in a, I guess, irate fashion. You said that, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now you just casually throw that word irate around?
No.
Oh.
Not unless it's necessary to be used in whatever I'm trying to say.
What does irate mean to you?
He was doing too much.
Oh,
he was driving real fast, speeding, turning around, pulling up in people's driveways, swerving down the street. He was driving erratically, irate.
Okay. Am I doing too much?
No, you're fine.
Okay. You said I was acting irate.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Because you said you used the word irate when you feel somebody's doing too much.
Now I feel like they're doing too much.
Okay. Now you do?
Move on, Mr. Brown.
Okay, absolutely. Now, when he came, did you got speed bumps on your street?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And there's a speed block on your street, correct? On your block, right?
Elaborate what you're trying to say.
On your block, is there a speed bump, not on just your street, but on your block? Between the two side streets, is there a speed bump?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the same question, isn't it? On my street or on my, okay.
Ma'am, again.
I'm trying to understand the question.
Okay, ma'am, and when I start talking, stop talking. The question was there a speed bump on your street and on your block? And you said you didn't understand, and then he restated the question. So you asked and you said you didn't understand. So I don't want, we can make this go a little faster if we're not argumentative or if you both don't go back and forth. So just listen to the question. If you don't understand the question, you can ask me or the defense attorney for him to rephrase it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And take your time. There's no need to rush. All right, continue.
Thank you. So it'd be fair to say that a car is unable to get to a very fast speed on your block due to there being speed bumps, correct?
No.
That's not correct?
No, it's not correct.
How fast approximately was Mr. Turks allegedly driving?
I don't know. He was driving fast to me, to be driving down our street.
And you stated that you guys live on the same street, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So when he's going past your house, would it be fair to say that he has to sometimes go past your house to get to his house?
Correct.
Now, were you upset with Mr. Turk because Mr. Turk said he didn't want to no longer associate himself with you because you guys had, a disagreement about not going to the movies?
No.
That's not okay. Now, this club that you stated that you had, was that a knife or a machete, something like that?
It was a club for my car.
It was a club for your car? Oh. So you didn't have any type of sharp instrument?
No.
So when Mr. Turk stated, he stated, where's your brother now? And the question was, what did that mean to you? That didn't mean anything to you?
My brother was gone.
Okay.
So I think he was looking for my brother.
Okay. Did that mean anything to you as far as a previous interaction between your brother and Mr. Turk when he said that?
No.
He didn't? Okay. Now, you also stated that you felt that he would trip over a rock and kill you, right? Okay.
Correct. Sorry.
And I guess that's the only way you felt you were going to be killed, by accident, by him tripping and accidentally shooting you?
No.
But that's what you said though, during the wreck. That's the reason why you thought you would be killed is because.
No, that's no.
You didn't say that? Okay.
No. I thought I might be killed because there was a gun pointed in my face with a hand on the trigger.
Okay.
That's why I thought I might be killed.
But when the prosecutor asked, you said that you thought he might trip over a rock.
Anything could happen. He could have tripped on the rock. He could have spoke. He could have done a lot of things. It still doesn't take away the fact that he had a gun in my face. I think that would be scary for anyone.
Okay. Thank you. And you said you pointed him to the police, correct?
Correct.
Did you know that the police never found a gun on him?
Your Honor, I would object. That calls for speculation.
If you know. If you know.
Question's overruled.
I know the answer to this question with the yes or no answer. No, I don't.
You know that? Okay. Thank you. No further questions.
Redirect.
Wait, nothing further, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you may step down. Any other witnesses?
I have no further witnesses.
Any witnesses on behalf of the defense?
Yes, the defense would like to call, the officer in charge, sorry. Shakara Ward.
Madam Clerk, please swear in the officer in charge when they appear.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes. Okay.
Your witness.
Thank you. Good morning. Is it Sergeant, Detective, Corporal? Corporal, I'm sorry. Good morning, Corporal. Now, you're the officer in charge of this case, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you've had an opportunity to review the police reports?
Yes, I have.
And all the evidence in this case?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and is your understanding that Mr. Turk was arrested just after the complaining witness pointed him out to responding officers, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and is your understanding that responding officers pulled Mr. Turk out the car and searched him, correct?
Yes.
And is your understanding that after searching Mr. Turk, they didn't find any type of weapon, is that correct? Correct. Thank you, Corporal, no further questions.
Oh,
I don't have any questions.
okay. Corporal, that's probably the shortest testimony you've ever had. You may step down.
Thank you.
Any other witnesses on behalf of the defense?
No further witness, Your Honor.
Your Honor, at this time, I would move to bind over as charged and reserve argument.
Arguing on behalf of the defense.
Yes, Judge, I may be mistaken, but I have to make this argument. Anyway, I don't believe, first of all, there was any established jurisdictional testimony that this happened in the county of Wayne, city of Detroit. Could be mistaken, I don't remember, I might have, talked to my client, but I don't believe I've heard that. Second of all, this witness, I don't believe she is credible at all. She stated that my client had a gun, and pointed it at her. She was very, somewhat combative on the stand. Stated that her brother, my client allegedly said, "Where's your brother now?" But her brother allegedly, asked my client a question. She tried to make it sound like it was friendly, which is, come on, we all know, she sent her brother down there to check Mr. Turk. It's not just a coincidence. Then she responded, hey, my brother told you, my brother checked you. She's not gonna be credible about that. And then more importantly, Your Honor, we heard from the corporal who read the police reports, is very familiar with the evidence of this case, that Mr. Turk was arrested right after the complaining witness pointed him out in his car. It was then searched. There was no firearm ever found. So where would he do with this firearm if allegedly he had one? If the police are stopping him before he has an opportunity to get home or do anything to conceal this firearm, and there was no firearm found, Your Honor. So I believe that this story is an incredible story to believe, and it's fabricated for whatever personal reasons her and Mr. Turk have going on. And I believe she came to the court and she's just not credible, Judge. So I believe that bind over is inappropriate.
Judge, I would indicate to the court, I would indicate to the court that I do believe that this witness was very credible. She answered the questions as best as she could, and I think that the court did have to address her a few times because she was trying to get out the truth that she remembered. Nothing changed in terms of her testimony. She may have clarified it more, but nothing changed. I believe that she was a credible witness based on her specific testimony here. She testified that after after an incident that happened between when her and her brother were in a car and the defendant was in a car, she went back to her home. She was on her front porch. The defendant then was essentially driving erratically down the street. She testified that he had sent a picture of a weapon to her. He then goes to her house. She is fearful because of the way that he is driving. She parks her car then in the driveway and gets the club for the car for her protection because she is worried. She's trying to get to the house. Excuse me, the defendant then, the defendant eventually gets his gun out of the vehicle, comes toward her. She says he's about 2 feet away and points the gun at her and threatens to kill her right then. I believe that that was what her testimony was. The other people that are on the porch, she says that they appear scared. They are scattering as well. She says, hold on, hold on, hold on, when holds up her hands, chill out. The defendant then walks back to his car and is driving away. She did not testify that she had her eyes on him the whole time. We don't know what he did with the gun. Yes, the officer in charge testified that she's the officer in charge. She wasn't there. She didn't witness anything. But yes, she is aware of the report that says that the officers didn't find a gun on his person. That's what she testified to. We don't know what happened to that gun, but that certainly doesn't mean that he didn't have a gun in his possession, threatening the complainant as she stated. I think that, again, this witness was very credible, and I'm asking that the court find over today.
Okay. Court, haven't heard the arguments of counsel as well as the witness, the two witnesses, one for the prosecution, one for the defense, to kind of cut through it. The witness for the prosecution stated that somehow she happened to be in front of the defendant's house. Her brother happened to ask a question. They went back to her house, I guess. The defendant came by her house asking to speak to her brother. She states that a gun was produced after she got out of the car with her club, and that the defendant drove away erratically, and that she called 911. The police came, and she just pointed him out in the car, and he was pulled over, arrested, and the like. The officer in charge stated that there was no gun that was found by the officers. And so there's no testimony that the defendant, tossed the gun. There's no testimony that a gun, well, obviously the gun was never retrieved. If there was a gun, I'm sure that, that the police would have probably checked the surrounding areas for a gun, but no gun was found. And so we are left with a weapons charge where there's no weapon that was retained, and the defendant was arrested shortly thereafter the alleged crime took place. The witness, was a little combative, a little bit argumentative, a little reluctant to just answer simple questions. That is why I had to ask some things. But it's a troubling thing that if the defendant was still on the street, there was never any testimony that he parked or got out anywhere, that he was just driving around mad, and then he got pulled over, arrested. With all that being said, there was no gun found. Therefore, the court is going to dismiss these counts based on a lack of probable cause. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.
Mr. Brown, please write up the dismissal and submit that to the clerk. The clerk will bring that up to 5 shortly in a little while, or scan it up, and then you'll be able to get your dismissal a little later.
All right, thank you, Ryan.